Alright, so I got to thinking that I should probably tell you what Inspire is, in my opinion, or what it is that I understand. Doctors tell you a lot of shit, and the nurses, and even when I go out online to look at the videos that they've got, it's all freaking animated. It really doesn't tell you a whole lot. I mean, yeah, it's an implant. Yeah, it's supposed to help you sleep. Yeah, it's supposed to do all these things. But as I understand it, and this is just what I found out from doing the research and taking a look at the things that I had, and I could maybe even get into how I got to the point that I am now, whereas I now have the implant. But the uh, the Inspire implant is essentially a device, much like a pacemaker, but it's no bigger than a matchstick box of matches. Fits in the palm of your hand. It's about a quarter of an inch thick, maybe about inch and a half to 2 inches in square. And what it is that they have one probe that goes down and it sits right in your rib cage and monitors your breathing, and when you're sleeping, and then the other electrode actually goes up through and into your throat to the back of your tongue, and is attached somehow to the back of your tongue. And in the event that you stop breathing, then this device sends an electrical impulse to your tongue to make it kind of go forward a little bit, I guess. I haven't seen it done, but it's supposed to make it go forward, which then opens up. The type of apnea that I have is called obstructive sleep. And obstructive, which is, I guess, different than some of the other types of apnea. Whereas in my father-in-law, he has an apnea where he could use the CPAP machine where it forces air in. But when I use the CPAP, all it does is make my tongue, it just pushes my tongue down even more, I guess. But point is, that's essentially what it is. And you turn it on with a remote control, turn it off with a remote control, and it kind of sits on you have it with you. And the controller turns it on and off, and I guess you know when it's turned on, you know when it's turned off. But that's what it is. It's a implant that gives your tongue I don't think that's what it is, but that's what it's supposed to do. It's giving an electrical stimulant that makes your tongue move forward to keep it away from the back of your throat in the event that you stop breathing. And I guess after a while it takes a bit to get the actual stimulus, what stimulation works best for you, without waking you up, but at the same time moves your tongue forward. That's what an Inspire implant is to me. How I got there is I just went to my doctor. I found a doctor that actually did the Inspire, ear, nose, and throat guy, that he does it. And then I had to go through a bunch of tests, sleep studies. I had to prove that CPAP wasn't working for me. I had to prove that I had a really severe case of apnea. I had to prove that I had the BMI that was going to work. I'm not sure what the exact where the BMI sits, but I'm below 30, above 25, below 30. Do the math. But I also just had to get my insurance company to go along with it, and I'm a federal employee, so I thought they would not have an issue, but apparently they did, and my insurance company wasn't going to go along with it first. It took me over a year to get the insurance company to go along with it. I did probably 3 appeals, and then I wrote a personal letter to the I guess you can call them the HR department of the federal government, and let them know that if this wasn't fixed, that I'd be retiring. And my doctor had already advised me not to drive, but I have to drive. I drive about 55 minutes every day to work. But that's about it. What is the Inspire? Yeah, it's hopefully going to be a godsend. Alright. More in a couple days.